All right, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about how to shop at a supermarket or at the next panic buying frenzy. Now, obviously you want to avoid the panic buying frenzy. There's not so much of a run going on right now as it's gradual. Now, as soon as they announce the next lockdown, wherever state you might be in, there's going to be a rush on that supermarket. So, as preppers, we should be ahead of that already. We shouldn't be waiting to the next lockdown, and we shouldn't buy into the panic and run there with the crowd. Now, if you want to record the ridiculousness, by all means, you can do that. But you need to avoid that panic buying frenzy. So, beforehand, when you get to the supermarket, you need to have a plan. You can't just go in the supermarket and go, shit, man, where do I start? Rice or bread? You know, like, you can't go in there like that. You have to have a game plan. You have to have it written down before you get to the supermarket. Don't get there either sitting in your car going, all right, which aisle should I go to? Now, a lot of these supermarkets are coming out with apps that have the exact setup of the supermarket you shop in, especially Walmart and Target, right? So those are your go-to supermarkets, if you will. You have a floor plan already planned out for you. Now, obviously, before you get to the supermarket, you're going to need a shopping list, right? So, create a shopping list. Create what you need. Now, when you're creating this list, you need to create the list of what you need first, and then what you want, right? So, what you need is food, water, toiletries, paper towels, toilet paper, you know, paper plates, whatever it is that you need. That's the list you go with, and then what you want. Skittles, Snickers bars, that's what you want. You know, we really don't need candy, but it's nice to have. Nonetheless, that should be the want list, right? So now, you have these two lists. While you're developing this list, guys, you should also, against the Target, Walmart, or whatever supermarket app you use, write down the aisles these are in. Now, you should know your local supermarket aisles offhand anyway. So you should be able to write that down. Rice, aisle 13. You know, beef, back in the supermarket. Tomato sauce, aisle 14, right? You should have these written down. You should know those in your head already, and then have them written down by the side of the item that you want to get, right? Canned goods, canned peaches, aisle 12, right? That's the things you should. So now, when you go there, you're attacking it with a purpose. You're going in and out, right? If you have to go in a panic frenzy buy or panic buying frenzy, you know exactly where you need to go, and then you come out. You're not wandering around the store looking lost, you know, like a small child at Disney, right? You know exactly where you need to go. Now, also, while you're making this list, again, if you want to go through all of this, you can go on the websites as well and look for what's on sale. What's on sale is where you want to go with first, well, rather last. So all the sale items you want to go with last. The expensive items you should go with first. Now, I got this idea from Prepper Nation. It was a brilliant idea. Go with the items that are rarely on sale or are more expensive, because prices of food, by the way, guys, are going up. So, for example, honey. When I started buying this expensive German honey, which is great, by the way, when I started buying this honey, it was 12 bucks. Then it went up to 14. Then it went on sale, and I bought 3 of them, and it went down to 10 bucks, and I bought 3 for 30 bucks. Then it went back up to 15, 16, and it keeps going up. So before it gets too high, try to get this expensive ones first, so that it's not astronomically high or out of your reach. Try to get it at the low price. You know honey's going to go up, right? You know meat is going to go up. So try to get the meat and stuff now, and worry about those smaller things later, if that makes any sense. And the reason for that thinking is because honey's here, spam is here. Fuck it, there's spam, right? As honey goes up, spam crawls a little bit. Honey keeps going up until you can't afford it anymore, but spam is still in an affordable range, right? Because even though the price of spam is going up, you'll still be able to afford it until it hits here. And then, you know, then spam is too expensive to buy. That's why you buy the expensive stuff first before it gets to an astronomical level where it's too high for you to pay. So again, like I said before, know where everything is in the supermarket. That's the most important thing. keep tabs when you're going through the supermarket, which aisle is out of what, right? So again, you go to 13 or 14 for canned goods. Canned goods are throughout the store, by the way. But let's just say, for the argument, you go to aisle 13, and that's the canned good aisle, right? And that's everything there that you need. But now you start noticing, all right, the can of beans are starting to dwindle. All right, you write that down for next time, right? Oh man, Spam still fully stocked because everyone hates it. You write it down, and you go, Spam still full, right? Oh, rice is starting to dwindle. Write that down. So now you know the next time you go in, where to go first. Secondly, you also know what you need to get again first, so that you bought 20 pounds of rice. You know that rice is dwindling. You might want another 20 pounds. You're going to get it early in the week instead of waiting, so that it doesn't dwindle all the way, or it doesn't disappear. Maybe you don't have enough room in your car. Maybe you have a shopping cart. You're an older person, an old lady, an old man, and you have a shopping cart. You can't fit everything in there. Well, you know that the rice is dwindling. You can go back the next day or the day after that and get more rice before it's completely gone, right? These are plans you need to have in play because the food shortage is going to get bad. Now, do I think it's going to get Ethiopian bad? No, but it's going to get bad to a point where we might be, where the soup kitchens and those lines are going to get long. And we're probably going to start seeing a problem with crime. I'm hoping not, but we might start seeing more people steal food, right, out of the supermarkets. So I saw this last year before COVID and all this shit. They were starting to steal food out of the Fairway that's over here. That's closed now, by the way. So the Fairway around us, whichever way it is, sorry, they closed down. Now, not because people were stealing food, they just closed down because the landlord's being a prick. Different story. But nonetheless, they were starting to see an uptick in people stealing food because people were losing jobs, right? So people lose jobs. Certain people steal food so that they can A, feed their family, or B, feed their habits. So they sell the food to get cash to shoot heroin and smoke crack, which, by the way, right now, the best place to go seems to be fucking Oregon and Washington, right? Have fun over there with your crack and heroin addiction because they don't care. Again, not part of the video, but these are the plans you need to have in place, guys, because this is going to get worse, and in certain places it's going to get absolutely worse. Like I said, I don't think it's going to get Ethiopian bad, right, where kids are starving to death. Though there are kids in this country going to bed hungry. That could get worse, but I don't think it's going to get that bad. Like I said, I don't think. I really, at this point, don't know, because nothing's going to surprise me and everything's on the table, if that makes sense. So here's the bigger tip for today. If you take anything away from this video, talk to the store owners, managers, or stock boys. Stock boys are going to be your better tip on a gauge of how much food is coming into that store, that supermarket, that Target or Walmart, right? They're going to tell you exactly what's going on. They'll be like, well, the truck was half full today. And they'll say, well, normally, before all of this, we were getting full trucks in, 3, 4 at a time. Now we're getting 1 or 2, and they're only half full. That's the kind of reporting you want to hear for yourself, or know for yourself, sorry, so that you can gauge how bad it's going to get. If the guy goes, oh, we did good this week, it's 3/4 full, you're like, oh, all right, that's great, right? So now more food's coming in. But he goes, the truck was only full 1/4 of the way. Matter of fact, it was a box truck. And you're like, that's bad. Now you know that the supplies coming in is dwindling, let alone what's on the shelf. So keep that in mind. Talk to the store manager, stock boy, or the owner of the supermarket or wherever it is, and pick their brain. They'll let you know too, and a lot of them, especially smaller supermarket owners, they'll tell you right out of the gates. They'll be square honest with you, because 1, they don't have anything to hide, and 2, they're giving you sort of a heads up. It's a heads up you need. All right, guys. So this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel, you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Also, guys, I am starting a BitChute account, or rather, I have a BitChute account. If you guys don't mind, you can head over to there as well. That is just a backup to YouTube. I know that people are telling me about DLive and Library. Library spelled L-Y-B-R, something or another. I can't remember exactly how it's spelled, but it's not spelled the traditional way. Anyway, I am entertaining a couple of other platforms just because YouTube is really starting to screw with us YouTubers. They put some of my videos on age restriction after I had already put that. So they put a double restriction, which demonetizes the video completely. which is fine here and there, not all my videos. So now we're switching. I'm not switching over, I'm just backing everything up on the BitChute. So I'm starting a BitChute account, and hopefully by Sunday, Monday, I'll have a couple videos up on BitChute. All right, guys? So other than that, thank you for watching.